What makes Kim Taehyung's GQ Korea February 2026 cover more than just a fashion moment? And why is the world suddenly holding its breath? What if a single magazine cover could make the world stop scrolling, stop breathing, and start asking questions? What if 6 images, released at once, were powerful enough to blur the line between fashion, music, art, and legacy? And what if the man on those covers was not just a global superstar, but a storyteller whose silence speaks louder than words? Before you read further, ask yourself this: are you ready to witness a moment that will be remembered long after the pages of a magazine fade? If you're here because Kim Taehyung's name caught your attention, don't just read, stay, feel. And if this story moves you, let your voice be heard. Comment what you feel, like if this moment gave you chills, and subscribe so you don't miss the stories that shape culture itself. Kim Taehyung, known to the world as V of BTS, has once again proven that his presence alone is an event. In a highly anticipated announcement that sent shockwaves across fandoms and fashion circles alike, Taehyung was officially revealed as the cover star for GQ Korea's February 2026 issue. Yet this was not a simple cover reveal. It was an artistic statement, a cultural signal, and an emotional reunion between Taehyung and a world that has watched him grow from a young idol into a global icon. GQ Korea unveiled not 1, not 2, but 6 distinct cover versions, each presenting a different facet of Taehyung's identity, wrapped in elegance, restraint, and quiet intensity through a refined collaboration with Cartier, the legendary luxury jewelry house that has chosen him not only as a muse, but as a living embodiment of its modern vision. From the first image released, something felt different. There was no forced smile, no exaggerated pose. Instead, Taehyung gazed into the camera with a calm that felt almost cinematic, as if the viewer had accidentally stepped into a private moment. Dressed in Cartier's iconic designs, the jewelry did not overpower him. Rather, it seemed to orbit around him, responding to his presence. The elegance was not loud. It whispered, and that whisper somehow echoed across social media, igniting conversations, theories, admiration, and emotion in every corner of the globe. This GQ Korea feature arrives at a pivotal time in Taehyung's life and career. Having completed his military service and returned to the public eye with a maturity shaped by time, discipline, and reflection, Taehyung now moves differently. There is a grounded quality to him, a sense that he no longer needs to prove anything. This transformation is evident in the February 2026 covers. Each version captures a different emotional temperature, one introspective, another regal, another quietly vulnerable. Together, they tell a story not of reinvention, but of revelation. What makes this collaboration with Cartier especially compelling is its authenticity. Luxury brands often seek faces that can sell, but Cartier's partnership with Taehyung feels deeper than endorsement. It feels aligned. Cartier has long been associated with timelessness, craftsmanship, and understated power. Taehyung mirrors those values naturally. His appeal has never relied on trends alone. It is rooted in emotion, artistry, and an ability to connect without explanation. When Cartier chose him as a muse and collaboration model, it was less a business decision and more a recognition of shared philosophy, beauty that endures, presence that resonates, and identity that transcends time. Behind the scenes of the GQ Korea shoot, the atmosphere was described as quiet yet charged. There was no rush, no chaos. Taehyung reportedly approached each shot with intention, treating the camera not as an object, but as a conversation partner. This approach is reflected in the final images. Viewers don't feel like they're looking at a celebrity performing for them. They feel like they're being invited into a moment of stillness. In an era defined by noise, that stillness feels radical. The decision to release 6 different covers was not accidental. It was a deliberate choice that reflects the complexity of Taehyung himself. For years, fans and critics alike have tried to define him: singer, dancer, actor, fashion icon. Yet none of these labels fully contain him. The 6 covers serve as fragments of a whole, each one offering a clue rather than a conclusion. Together, they challenge the audience to stop categorizing and start experiencing. Emotionally, this moment carries weight, not just for Taehyung, but for those who have followed his journey. Many fans see these covers as a quiet victory, a symbol of growth earned through patience rather than hype. There is a sense of pride, not only in his success, but in the way he carries it with humility, introspection, and grace. The images feel less like a celebration of fame and more like a meditation on identity. The fashion itself deserves attention, yet it never overshadows the man wearing it. Cartier's pieces shimmer with history, but on Taehyung, they feel newly alive. Rings, necklaces, and watches become extensions of his expression rather than accessories. The styling leans into classic silhouettes, clean lines, and muted tones, allowing emotion to take center stage. This synergy between fashion and feeling is what elevates the shoot from visually stunning to culturally significant. As the covers circulated online, reactions poured in instantly. Words like timeless, cinematic, and art dominated comment sections. Yet beyond praise, there was something deeper: shared emotional response. People weren't just admiring how Taehyung looked, they were reflecting on how he made them feel. That emotional resonance is rare, and it is precisely why this GQ Korea feature matters. This is not Taehyung chasing relevance. This is relevance gravitating toward him. Even without new music playing in the background, even without a stage or spotlight, his presence commands attention. The February 2026 issue of GQ Korea becomes more than a magazine. It becomes a time capsule of a moment when artistry, fashion, and personal evolution intersected perfectly. There is also an unspoken narrative running beneath the surface of these images. Resilience. Taehyung's journey has not been without pressure, expectation, and sacrifice. The calm confidence seen on these covers feels hard-earned. It speaks of nights spent questioning, of silence chosen over noise, of growth that happens when no one is watching. This context adds emotional depth to every photograph, turning aesthetics into storytelling. What truly surprises many is how effortless it all feels. There is no sense of trying too hard, no need for dramatic theatrics. The power lies in restraint. In a world obsessed with excess, Taehyung's elegance feels revolutionary. It reminds audiences that true impact does not always shout. Sometimes, it simply exists. As GQ Korea's February 2026 issue approaches its release, anticipation continues to build. Readers are not just eager to see the photos. They want to read Taehyung's thoughts, to understand the man behind the gaze. Yet, even before a single page is turned, the covers alone have already made history. They stand as proof that fashion journalism can still move people, that celebrity can still feel human, and that artistry still has the power to surprise. So, what does this moment ultimately represent? Is it the beginning of a new chapter for Kim Taehyung, or the quiet affirmation of everything he has already become? Perhaps the answer lies not in words, but in feeling. Perhaps that is why these covers linger in the mind long after you've seen them. They don't demand interpretation. They invite it. Now it's your turn. Did these images surprise you? Did they stir something unexpected? Do you see Taehyung differently after this GQ Korea reveal? Share your thoughts. Let your voice join the conversation. And if this story resonated with you, don't forget to like and subscribe, because moments like this are rare and they deserve to be remembered.